Good morning to you. I'm King 5 meteorologist Ashley Ruiz with a deeper dive into your Thursday morning forecast. We have so much sun in the forecast today and tomorrow, but you will notice more high clouds will paint the sky during the day on Friday as this ridge slowly begins to break down, and that's going to open the door for our next system to move in, and it's going to bring us some showers to kickstart our Saturday, and it's going to bring our temperatures way down, but where they should be this time of year. We can say goodbye to the 70s after tomorrow for at least some time. Also, something to look forward to, the Lyrids meteor shower is going to peak next week, but it is going to be visible through the 25th. It's not going to be hundreds per hour, but you might see about 6 to 12, especially once it peaks. Now, sunset, normally you might think, okay, after sunset, I could see them. You might, but always remember 30 minutes for your eyes to adjust and get well away from city lights. And again, even then, it's not going to be all too active, at least not the next couple of days. What's going to be important is the astronomical twilight. That ends at least tonight at 9:59. So that's when the sky will be completely dark as the sun, at least peeking over the horizon, will completely disappear. And then it begins tomorrow morning at 4:17. So the best window to view it's going to be roughly between 10 p.m. all the way to about 2 a.m. before the pre-dawn hours. Here's a look around Western Washington just because it's so stunning. Port Angeles, we have nothing but blue skies. Same for Seattle. You see the mountain is out off in the distance, and then there you have it from Tacoma. It's just clear as day, a little bit in the way of, it looks like some fog, but not seeing anything dense. And then closer to the coast, looks so inviting, so beautiful. It is going to be a little breezy near the water, so Puget Sound all the way up to the Strait. It's not going to be nearly as windy, but still breezy nonetheless. High temperatures around the area today, low and mid 60s to our north, and then for Puget Sound all the way to the southwest interior, as well as the foothills in the upper 60s to about 70 degrees. There is a chance maybe a few spots hit 70. Better chance for that tomorrow. Friday morning, we are going to have temperatures in the 30s and 40s. I know it said showers, but we're not expecting any showers. Tomorrow night, there could be a couple of showers, however. Tomorrow's highs generally in the mid and upper 60s to lower 70s. Even a couple of spots in the South Sound, Southwest interior, as well as the foothills could briefly top out in the mid 70s. I wanted to take you through the futurecast just to show you what I'm talking about as clouds begin to increase. You see during the day Friday, and then we'll have a band of showers moving in Friday night and into Saturday morning. Most of that is going to clear around sunrise, and then we're just going to have a couple of spotty showers out there during the day. Then let's take you to Easter morning. This is around 8:30. You see some showers developing. There could be some ongoing showers near maybe Skagit, Snohomish County, and into King County due to some convergence setting up Saturday night and into Sunday morning. So that's something we're going to be watching out for. Now through Saturday night, rain totals are going to be super light. This is a very weak system that's going to move through. Some spots may only get 1/10 of an inch, maybe up to a 1/4 of an inch for some spots, especially for those areas that get some of that convergence setting up. I wanted to also take you through, this is Sunday, this is the European model, so just a broader view, and it shows how we'll have increasing rain possibly later Sunday, and then it's going to taper as our Monday goes on. So that's Monday morning. By Monday night, most of the rain's going to come to an end, and we're going to have more ridging taking hold over our weather pattern. So by Tuesday, we'll see clouds begin to clear, we're drying out, and then into our Wednesday, Thursday, ridging will also take hold. And so we are going to be drier, we'll have more sunshine, and we'll have warmer temperatures as well. Over the span of the next 7 days, we're going to have not a lot of rain. This is liquid water, and this shows less than an inch of liquid water up in the mountains. And so this will translate to snow up in the mountains, but it's really not going to be a lot. And with that being said, with the ongoing drought conditions, that is going to lead to some further snowpack melt, especially because we are going to have higher snow levels and just not a lot of moisture in place. But the latest drought monitor, some good news. This came out this morning and it's showing not any changes. So we didn't have any areas get added to the drought, the abnormally dry conditions, literally not a change in the drought monitor for at least Washington. So some good news, but also not great considering we haven't had any changes in terms positive changes. And so we'll be watching for that to see if things start to change later in the month and into May. So there's kind of a 50-50 shot that we get either near normal rain for this time of year or even below normal. So once again, we'll see if the models continue to trend a little wetter versus drier. So the best chance for rain, at least the next 7 days, will be Saturday through about Monday. So here's a look at the rain outlook. So this shows you the month of what we've had so far. So 2 inches for SeaTac and then the yearly departure. So for the month, we're a little above normal, at least for some, but we're still about 3 inches below where we should be up to today's date for the year. And I also wanted to take you up to the mountains because I mentioned the snowpack is struggling a little bit, but not so much the case at Crystal Mountain. You see bright blue skies, just stunning. And the snow depth report, this is from NWAC, and they issue it twice a month. I have showed you this in the past, and the last update will come at the beginning of May. So as of the 15th, this shows the percent of the 30-year normal, so the climatological normal. Crystal Mountain above 100%. Likely why it's going to stay open all the way to the end of May for any ski plans that you may have. You can always check their website as well. Mount Baker, 88%. Snoqualmie Pass doing worse than the last update. So only 62% of normal. Stevens Pass near 70% of normal. And here are the numbers, the actual snow depth. Mount Baker, 143 inches. Paradise, 156 inches. Crystal Mountain, 77 inches, whereas Snoqualmie Pass, only 44 inches. So likely why most of the operations at Snoqualmie Pass have come to an end, the ski resorts, except Summit West. That is going to stay open through the weekend. If that changes, you can check Snoqualmie Pass's ski report there. But through next Wednesday, snow totals are going to be very minor, especially if we don't get that convergence setting up. But it's looking like we'll at least get some over Snohomish and King County. So that could lead to a couple of inches over the span of the next 7 days. But as I mentioned, the wettest days are going to, or at least the chance for rain will come Saturday, Sunday, and at least into the first half of our Monday as another ridge begins to build over the area. But in the meantime, enjoy the nice weather. It is going to stick around through tomorrow. And then next week, we'll start to dry things out with highs in the upper 50s and low and mid 60s. Beyond the 7-day forecast, this is what it's looking like as we wrap up April. Might have a couple of cooler days in the mix, but 60s look to be quite promising. You can always find the latest on King 5 Plus, king5.com, and the free King 5 app. You can just go ahead and download it wherever you download that, and you can always find the latest written forecast on king5.com/weather.